Hi and welcome to my channel. I'm Simone, psychic medium, tarot reader and intuitive, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be reading now for the sign of Leo, and I hope that you will find the reading helpful. I'll place it in the timeless zone because there is no clock time, there is only space. And we live in this beautiful universe where time is meaningless. So whenever you find this reading is when you're meant to find it, because time is fluid. So let's see what we've got for our lovely Leos at the moment. See what's going on in your life and how the reading can be of help to you. Let's have a look. Let's see what Spirit wants to say to Leo right now. Okay, let's see as we pull a card for Leo. Oh, we've got two cards in fact, so let's see what Spirit says. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so here we are, Leo. We have the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Swords. So immediately that makes me feel like there's something you want to bring to the table, and you've thought about it long enough, and now you're charging ahead with an offer, a proposal, your intentions, your passion, your feeling. Things are falling into place for you. Why? Because you have sat back long enough and now you're forging ahead. Also, this makes me feel like for a number of you, there is a work opportunity rushing in very soon. You should get some news of a job offer, I feel. This may pertain to, we might be heading back to the time of Aquarius, when perhaps this job opportunity or interview might have taken place, and now it's coming back to you, rushing back to you actually. So I think many of you will be looking at a change of job, and many of you will be forging ahead, charging ahead with a relationship opportunity. It feels here that there's been something has settled in your mind through a current or very, very recent situation which might have changed your perspective on relationships. It may have actually fixed your mind, in fact, so that you can charge ahead and speak about how you feel, and with force and action following this. Within yourself, there might have been a period of conflict or a little bit of chaos whilst you were sounding out your different feelings, and perhaps you feel like rushing ahead, or you felt like rushing ahead for some time, but you haven't really followed it up with action till now. But your words are very meaningful. What you have to say is important to you and very meaningful. So yes, you're moving with strength, I feel. Your mind is made up and you're going to follow your mind. Your heart has been questioning and trying to align with your mind. But your heart's settled. So I feel you're ready to charge ahead. you're leaping over certain challenges that are in your way, but they are only small challenges here, really. So a lot of what you're facing has to do with your attitude towards it. It's possible that in your work environment you are dealing with a Gemini or a Libra or an Aquarius person, for sure. For some of you, you may have felt a little bit under attack in a recent work situation, but it looks to me like you're accepting that. It doesn't mean you agree with it, or that you're a walkover. It just means that you're accepting what's happening, and therefore you're trying to get yourself back into control, and you're heading towards this new opportunity. This is also sexual passion as well, by the way. But sexual passion is creative passion as well. And yeah, you're moving forwards. You're going to grab this opportunity, be it in your love life or your working life. You're not going to let it pass you by. It feels like you know your mind. So you're rushing ahead, moving ahead, and very exciting too. It feels to me some of you may be actually looking towards working in a building with a lot of glass as well. It feels like you'll be on a perhaps something of a higher level, higher floor. I don't feel you too much on ground level where you're moving to. It feels to me you're moving on an upper floor, possibly a third floor that you'll be working on in the future. There's a lot of messaging going on, a lot of texting, a lot of social media stuff going on around you. There may be people that you need to get in touch with, ideas to progress, and now it would be the time to actually write those ideas down so that you are entirely ready for speaking about the possibility of an offer. Be ready in advance, in a way, for what's coming, because once it comes into your life, it's going to come in quite quickly, and you're going to have to act on it. You're motivated, you are if you like, you're not really protecting yourself at the moment, although you are protected through the armor, through your defense mechanisms, but yet you're not actually protected at this very moment in time. It's more about you chasing after what you want than feeling like you need to protect yourself. For some of you, you may be chasing an offer or a proposal of marriage that you want to put forwards to your love, and that it looks to me it's going to be accepted. I feel a lot of you are facing a yes. Or it could be just that you want to make a further commitment, maybe a living together type of commitment. But yeah, you're moving forwards with this idea. It feels to me here also that May will be an important month for you. I do feel changes in that month. If you live near water, especially so actually, if you find yourself living near a river, possibly the Thames, or whatever part of the world that you're in, if you are living near water, then I strongly feel changes for you. Very, very strongly. There's a lot of gossip attached to a current work situation, which feels like it's actually getting out of hand. It feels like we've got somebody here, because the cards speak on many different levels and represent many different people at the same time. So my feeling is here, somebody who should be in charge is actually not as in charge as they would like to make other people think. So I feel if you're working under a manager and you've had difficulties in understanding or communicating, getting any encouragement from this person, well, they're acting from their ego-based thoughts and behaviours. And so my feeling on the current matter is that eventually that person gets replaced. In fact, that may happen. That may happen in May, or we may be in September, October, for the changes to occur. Parking seems to be an issue where a lot of you work at the moment. So you may have to review where you leave a car or what form of transport you use. Some of you may wish and need to travel quite quickly as well. So it could be a flight that takes you a bit further afield to see your love. There are many possibilities here actually. So for Leo, I feel get excited right now. Please get excited about your life because there are positive changes on the way. They may come in a slightly negative form to begin with, but what's negative turns into a very, very positive thing. Very positive. Yeah, I feel in about 2 or 3 months, the situation that you find yourself in now has growth. I did speak and say some of you may be getting married, and I do feel that some of you will choose to do that fairly quickly. Perhaps there wasn't a real plan before now, or it might have been somewhere in the background, but suddenly I get plans being made, and hey, let's go and get married. So it could happen quite quickly, guys. The underlying, oh, that's lovely, the underlying energy of the situation you find yourself in, well, it's healing, it's full of hope and promise. It's also your destiny, if you like, to head towards the partner that you found. It's pretty much everything you could wish for. Wish upon a star. You may have difficulties with your back at the moment, or some of your joints, because this does here make me feel a little bit tired in my body actually. I feel a lot of you will be travelling from one watery place to another. There is definitely a lot of love coming into your life here, already in your life. It looks to me like there's also a group get together. So it could be a birthday that you are celebrating, somebody who's very well liked. There's news here waiting for you in the background. It feels to me it comes from an air sign. Possibly news of a baby coming into this world, or that somebody is pregnant. I feel a lot of rings lying around here. I see this as rings, as jewellery. So I feel that you're either attached to somebody who likes their jewellery a lot, or perhaps it's you that has a lot of jewellery, but perhaps especially rings. I feel, if you can see where I see rings, they also turn into bicycles. So it looks to me like you may find yourself in an area where people use bicycles as a form of transport, or there's a group of you getting together and there are your bikes all coming into the same zone, perhaps by water. My sense is that emotionally you are putting here one foot, but the other foot is fast behind. So it looks to me like you're going into a situation with both feet, having been half in and half out of a situation. Now I take this really to be love, but I have to say, as I feel love, at the same time I feel work, because a lot of you love your work. And so my sense is that your emotions are going to be fulfilled in the very near future. And when this happens, you've got to enjoy it. Things don't last forever, as we know. So when they come to you, you've got to grab happiness with both hands. And I feel this is a moment in your life when you can actually allow yourself to be quite happy. Count your blessings. There's a European connection here as well. So I feel if you work in for the EU in any way, actually, it looks to me like you may be swiftly climbing up the ladder, some of you Leos. I get some equipment being replaced. There may be a jumbled up need to replace kettles, toasters, appliances of the home. It looks like you will be some of you will be replacing that pretty soon. Okay, here we go. Here, to clarify, we have the Six of Pentacles. So I truly feel not only is this about you helping other people or someone else, it's also about you receiving help. And at the same time as you help somebody else, you help yourself. But I also feel this is a solid offer that's being made to you. Somebody wants to be with you badly, wants to offer you everything they have. That's in your love area, but in your work area too, it looks like there is going to be a solid offer coming in, which feels somehow fairer than what's been going on around you recently and where you work more recently. So you've got something to look forward to here, probably in both areas of your life. Okay. Currently, your energy here is a bit tired. Your thoughts and worries are making you tired. Can you see how protected this person is? Their whole face is shielded, is covered. So I will say that you are currently in recovery mode, these feelings may date back to about autumn time last year. And since then, you haven't been quite on top of your energy. I also feel a disappointment here, actually. Disappointment in communications that you've had. Disappointment, possibly in friendship. Maybe feeling on some level that somebody close to you has been wearing a mask and now that's unfolding. The mask is starting to crack. There's a new reality emerging here, but nothing to be afraid of. This is just also saying for some of you, Leos, there may be a health issue. It's may be possible that some of you are bedbound or in a chair, perhaps a wheelchair, or suffering some sort of disability that's making you feel separate from the world at the moment. So I'm going to say to you, some of you may be listening to the radio, you may be watching YouTube, you may be just watching films. Whatever it is that you're listening to, it's very important that you listen also to things that are uplifting, not just escapism, but uplifting for your spirit, because your spirit really requires some R&R, rest and relaxation. If you're waiting for an operation, I feel the news is coming in very soon. It could be that you are looking at a procedure in about 4-5 weeks, and then you're going to feel so much better. But Spirit does want to acknowledge, if you are bedbound, if you are anyway disabled, they do want to acknowledge this and that they understand how you feel. And I say that especially to people who live in a northern hemisphere, who may be looking out over quite a grey environment. It may be a bit industrial where you are. There may not be much of a view at all where you live. Spirit wants to acknowledge what you're going through. Spirit hears you. Spirit hears your thoughts. Oh, goodness me. Oh, Lord. Okay, great. Here is the opportunity fallen out of the cards again. So I feel for you Leos, one way or another, there are exciting things coming into your life. And money is going to be stacking up. You're going up the pyramid. You're being taken to something greater than what you're aware of now. But you've got to do your bit. So whatever opportunities are starting to build, or you're starting to open the first door on, please keep building. Don't let your worries that you're not good enough get in your own way. Don't get in your own way. Please don't, because there are delayed gifts coming to you, but there are gifts coming to you. some of you may really connect to a partner that likes watermelon, and could be quite exotic actually, in your partner's sense of dress. Maybe a bit stylish, may have her own or his own look, or that could be you. But definitely here, it feels to me like you're coming into a time where you firstly need to believe that you're prosperous. You will be prosperous, but you need to believe this and attract more into your life. This opportunity feels exciting. It feels like you've worked hard for it, and it's only right and fair, Spirit is saying, that the opportunity comes back to you, that you rush towards it as well. Partnership. Partnership with somebody possibly with an age difference here. Partnership that's solid, with someone very caring. A steady building of a situation that emotionally here is actually pretty stable. And that person really offers love. You see how clear the face is. There is no mask. There is no protection around the face area. So this person is being true. And you are lifting your visor here. So you're starting to allow your defenses to come down. There's a crystal ball here, or the moon. A very warm moon that offers a lot, very female, very feminine. The moon is offering you all the energy, if you like, of growth. And then here you are, out in the sunlight, just here, prosperous, happy, solid. So keep on trucking, Leo. You're doing just great. Thank you so much for listening, and you can catch me on my YouTube channel, Simone Psychic Medium, or you can find my website, simonepsychicmedium.com, or on Facebook, Simone Psychic Medium. But until the next time, thank you so much for listening, and I hope the reading's been helpful. My heart to your heart. Thank you. Bye for now.